Actually, I think one important fact I want to point out is that the guy who run these secret biolab is actually a convicted felony. Actually, he was convicted in Canada, and then he changed his identity and sneaked into the United States. And then he ran these labs. He purchased so many different equipment and samples through another kind of bankrupted biotechnology company, and then he further imported some of the dangerous pathogens actually through some of the CDC channels. So I think it's a huge problem of these loophole in security protocols for the CDCs to manage these dangerous pathogens. That's the first thing. And then second, I want to talk about overall for People Liberation Army, they have a special commission. It's called Science and Technology Commission. And this commission is definitely significantly enhanced under Xi Jinping's leadership. And so right now, several generals with biotechnology backgrounds actually is leading this institute. And also a general with a strong background in artificial intelligence are driving this commission as well. So under Xi Jinping's overall military civil fusion, China has tremendously pushed forward the integration of innovations from academia into PLA entities as well. And many universities actually had a strong partnership with PLA. And so it's not a surprise nowadays Chinese scholars, researchers who are doing critical biotechnology works can come to the United States, maybe with some collaboration with PLA, some projects collaborated with PLA, or even PLA inform them that you need to be prepared to carry out the task that the PLA or the CCP asks them to do if they landed in the United States. So I don't think that's a small operation right now. It's probably a big strategy right now. And so the recent case in Michigan, so for example, the two scientists who sneaking the fusariums, fungi into the United States. So these fusariums are dangerous because they will produce two toxins. One is DON toxin, which is, you can also call it vomitoxin. So it can cause serious GI problems. And then another one is actually a phytoestrogen. And so that can feminize males. So if these toxins are entered into food supply chains, it can cause severe health problems. And also it will cause hair blight problems, disease for the crops. So it will cause significant production drops for crops. So you damage the agricultural industry as well. So definitely this is a dangerous pathogen. And these two Chinese scientists, the female one is called Jian Yingqing, and she works in the University of Michigan. His boyfriend actually was caught in the airport, and he was sent back to China. So both of them work at the Zhejiang University, and Zhejiang University has a strong collaboration with PLA under military civil fusion programs. And both of them know very clearly that the University of Michigan, the lab they work in, they didn't even have the permit to work on these fusarium dangerous fungi, and they communicate before they landed in the United States about how to sneak in these dangerous organisms. And even on the mobile phones that Jian Yingqing has, the FBI later on found out that she actually had a letter showing her pledge to the CCP. So she's definitely a Communist Party member, and even probably a small branch like a secretary's level. So there's a problem, definitely a strong connection with PLA's CCP's mission here. And then the third Chinese researcher, Han Chengxuan, so she was involved in sneaking a roundworm. And this roundworm from the information the FBI released, I see it's probably C. elegans. So these organism is very often used in many of the genetic studies, cell biology, molecular biology, as well as for toxicity studies. So if you want to study some toxins, quite often C. elegans was used for this kind of research, and because they have some sensory organs in C. elegans, and so it could be involving in some toxin study as well. So it also is very weird that the professor Sean Xu, that Han Chengsheng worked in University of Michigan, he would definitely know it's not appropriate. It's actually illegal to smuggling these organisms into the United States. And how could he let these Chinese nationals bring in this dangerous pathogen? So I think the FBI definitely need to investigate this professor. And I'll completely agree with Stephen Mosher's approach that to really did a thorough investigation in the lab. What did they involved in terms of their relation with Chinese researchers? You know, the professor, she also went back to China to give different seminars regarding about his researches. So did he have any collaboration with PLA inside China? You know, this definitely need to be further investigated. And so these are the two dangerous organisms that these three researchers try to bring in. And actually the fusariums fungi, actually from the confiscated materials, we can see the petri dish, actually there's a mark on it. It was ARP9, which is an actin related gene. So manipulation of these genes may be involved in involving into the functions of the chromatin remodeling, as well as the transcription process. So we don't know what kind of mutation that these organisms already have that these two researchers want to bring into University of Michigan. So anyway, this is a modified dangerous pathogen that these researchers want to bring into the United States. So definitely it's a huge alert for national security. I think fortunately FBI can caught them in the customs, but these shows a very dangerous trend that these scientists become so aggressively, they knowing all the dangers, they are knowing they are violating these regulations to bring in this dangerous pathogen. And this clearly reminded me the case in Canada. One of the microbiologists, Qiu Xiangguo, she also against all the regulations, shipping dangerous Nipah virus samples to Wuhan Institute of Virology. And she was actually later on was investigated in Canada. So this is another dangerous pathogen. You know, that definitely PLA is very, very interested in Nipah virus, and they actually are very actively collecting Nipah virus in Southeast Asia as well. And so how could a top-notch microbiologist in Canada, in National Microbiology Lab in Winnipeg, why she risk whole her career to ship dangerous Nipah virus sample to Wuhan? It definitely means someone from higher echelon of the CCP or in the PLA give her these kind of instruction. That's why she risked her whole career to do that. Similar for the researchers in University of Michigan, they know the risk they are taking. Why do they do this? You know, it's not just a convenience for their research. I think there are some instructions behind it. So I think that's why we need to be very, very cautious or highly alert regarding CCP's heightened pace on this biological warfare against the United States. And so especially right now when Chinese Communist Party is in a very fragile situation, Xi Jinping may be losing his power in China. So the PLA may try many things, seems to be very extreme, but it's actually in their doctrine book for a long time. They will find different way to attack United States. So I think this is a very, very alarming situation.